Welcome everybody to a special edition of NXT on Tap. I am Scalz, and we are covering the review of Deadline from last night. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good. Doing good.
Doing great.
As the title says for the show tonight, man, what a show it was. Last night, it was so good. Top to bottom, everything flowed. If you notice, we have a spot empty down over there. The resident Ginger Ninja Daxpo will be joining us shortly after his episode is over on Boss Sponsored Chair Shots on our sister brand of Rivet City Radio. So, real quick, just not getting into any matches or anything, just your thoughts on the event. Sean, how about you start first?
For me, the pay-per-view was good, but like you said, for you it flowed really well. For me, I don't know, like something felt off than normal, than most normal NXT PLEs. For me, I don't know, the pacing was kind of like, it was kind of different. I'm not going to say it was bad or anything. It was just a little different. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
So we were talking. Sorry to interrupt you, Phil. We were talking about before we came on air. You said that there was a spoiler out there about the person competing for in the United States Championship tournament. It actually was announced by Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
So it is not a spoiler.
All right.
I don't know where he announced it, but someone said that he announced it, and I've seen it already. It is actually going to be Carmelo Hayes.
All righty, there we go. Watch out, SmackDown roster.
So that means it's a one-time thing. It's not a call-up, which is what we all speculated and thought it was going to be. But it is a one-time occurrence.
So you think when when Axiom came up, he had that match with who was it, Dragon Lee, I believe. Like, was that just a random? Was that just a one-time thing as well, or do we know if Axiom has been called up?
That was right place, right time.
Okay.
That's what that was, because that's when they found out that Carlito was injured and he needed to have a replacement for the match. So,
okay. I was asking as far as Axiom, but
No, I'm saying Axiom. Yeah, like he was there to face him because there was an injury. So it was just he happened to be in the area.
It's all good.
But did you have anything else to say about Deadline, Sean, or was that it?
Oh no, that was it.
Okay. Phil, your thoughts?
As far as what I thought about it, I thought honestly, knowing that NXT is probably the best thing going on in wrestling right now, in my honest opinion, I feel I kind of get what Sean's saying on how it felt off a little, but yet I feel like I was enjoying everything a little too much to really notice that. But still, what a great premium live event to end off for NXT to end off of than this. I mean, absolutely amazing from beginning to end.
So I'm curious, Sean, what did you feel was off about it?
I don't know. It's like the energy or the pacing. Like usually, like you feel the high energy of NXT. Maybe it's because it was like,
yo, we just got rated by Rivet City Radio with a party of 4. Thank you guys so much.
Woo!
I think because it was like a normal like arena instead of like the performance center, and then I don't know.
You felt them being in a regular arena was different than the normal aspects of it.
Yeah, I mean, I know they do that.
Personal.
They do that for like PLEs and stuff, but this time it just felt, I don't know, it felt different. It's just whether it's the match pacings during the show, or is it because they needed to give each of the Iron Survivor series enough time? But I don't know. It just didn't feel like a NXT to me. But it was a good show. I'm not dissing the show. It just didn't feel.
No, I know what I was curious as to why you said it. So
Yeah.
thank you for the explanation. I'm going to bring in our resident ninja, Jaxpo.
My Uber was late.
Your
Don't
Uber
blame
was late?
me. My Uber was late.
And thank you, Real Sean Smart, for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by from Rivet City Radio. Thank you as well to Desiree Delight for the follow. Appreciate it. So we just started off tonight. What else were you gonna say? Something
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just want to say, like, I'm also happy to be on my first ever episode of NXT on Tap. My first episode,
sir.
you know. Glad to be here.
Hold on. I've been waiting. Scalz put something. I was just on another show. Scalz put something in the chat that he's doing tonight. It's Scalz.
Uh-oh.
I think I'll have fun with you, buddy.
Oh, it wasn't me. I said Al was drinking tonight.
Got him. Got him.
Al put that in the other chat. She said that she pulled up the glass of wine. She goes, "Oh, it's just iced tea." But it's all right. It's always a good time when Bo starts drinking.
I'm so glad Sean's here.
Thank you.
How many falls, Sean? 1. I'm sorry.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh,
so we're gonna hold off those 2 matches until the end because I feel those are gonna be the longest for us to talk about, and we're probably gonna get into the best conversations with those.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna hold off on those. So before we get into the actual matches, they both gave me their opinions on how they thought the show was. Jax, what did you think of the show?
I fucking liked it. I didn't get a chance to watch it live. I went back and watched it today. I fucking liked it. I thought the NXT, like I said, Tuesday is firing on all cylinders, and they proved it last night. And I'm so excited because Friday night I get to go to an NXT live event here in town.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's there. I enjoyed it from the way they kicked the show off to the way they ended it. It felt like a premium live event to me.
So we've had 3 different opinions on it. It's great. So speaking of that, let's get into the Iron Survivor matches now. We'll start with the women's match.
Ooh.
Sean, you want to start on this one?
Well, as you see, my girl did not win. No more. There's going to be no Tiffy 2 times yet. But it's bittersweet for Blair to win, and I'll tell you why.
Oh,
Blair Davenport can take on Lyra. She can do all that, have many feud with Lyra, beat Lyra. And I predict, let me do something here to predict the next feud for Blair Davenport is none other. Let me hang on.
Yeah.
Turn
it upside down. You had the picture upside down.
Oh yeah. Well, and I got to do this. None other than my girl right here, Nikita Lyons, next women's champion, baby. And Shawn Michaels says she has the it factor. So
I don't know about the next women's champion part, but I do agree with you that it is going to be the
next
challenger.
women's champion after Blair Davenport.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with you on that, but I do agree that she will be going after Blair because she has attacked her, and Blair was the one that injured her. So I definitely will agree with you on that.
In other words, Sean is trying to say the Wicked Witch is going to feel the lion's roar.
This match was great. They had so many good spots in this match, back and forth. I just did not like how they did the ending. because it was the exact same thing that they did last year for the men's Iron Survivor.
Mm,
And that's the one thing I did not like about the match.
yeah, they did the same with Grace and Waller.
And obviously, I didn't like the winner because I didn't think Blair deserved it. But if they are leading up to what Sean was just saying, then I can agree with it. You were the only one that called it.
Yeah, I don't care for Blair either, really, too, to be honest.
But, I mean, if you want to talk about who the breakout superstar in this match was, me and Jax were on point with who we chose. Because Fallon Henley proved that she is a legit contender in this women's division with that show.
100%.
Fallon
100%.
Henley proves she can go and she can take the ball and run with it if they give her the chance.
For
And I
real,
hope they do one day.
Kalani Jordan's pretty underrated too. She was doing
Yeah,
well
like-
in that, too.
Yeah, because
Can I-
like Kalani, before Dana Brooke left, Kalani Jordan was like booked alongside Dana Brooke, and I thought they were doing something good with both Dana Brooke and Kalani Jordan before they let Dana Brooke go.
They're doing like phenomenal work with the women's division in NXT because Last Legend has improved phenomenally as well. I think if Jakara Jackson didn't get injured, I think that would have been her spot though. But Last Legend definitely has improved a lot.
Yeah,
I mean, Lash Legend picked up Otis.
yeah, she body slammed Otis, and not only that, in the Iron Survivor Challenge, she went and participated in the Roman Reigns Challenge, even though it's a few years too early, and did a smash him, stack him, pin him.
Yeah, it was so weird. Like, I'm just sitting there watching. Like, I look away. Well, this is more so for the men's, but I look away, and next thing you know, there's like 3 pins taking place. It's like, what the hell happened?
No, I did the same thing, Scalz. I was like, what the fuck? Wait.
Literally, Lash Legend, like who was it? She wiped out Fallon and she wiped out somebody else, and then she's like, "Well, wait, what do I do here? Oh, she'll just drag one on top of the other."
It was Fallon and Tiff.
Yeah,
I love
both
that
at once.
Yeah, I love that Tiff and Fallon were fighting in the box too. They were just like beating
And
each
like,
other up.
I love the way that they did it, and because they weren't going to fight at all, it seemed like, until Metaphor stood in front of the box to try and keep them in there. And then it caused I want to leave the box. I'm climbing out of it, and then that's when they started fighting each other.
Yo, but like that was crazy. Though. She pulled out the box.
She threw her off the top of the box through the table, and I thought that was a bad bump, like because it looked like she landed wrong. But
yeah, that looks scary.
It did, but
are we talking about? No offense, John. Are we talking about that shitty swanton that she tried to do off the top of the fucking off the top of the box?
Okay.
I thought she was coming down on her fucking head.
I don't think it was shitty in the sense that it was a bad move. I don't think she accounted for. I don't think she accounted for that. It's not the same height as it would be from the top rope to the ring.
Yeah,
right.
It just did to me. That was the old that. There's a couple little things. Tiffany, I'll be honest. Tiffany impressed me, and I'm like,
she's a great wrestler.
She's in ring work. She impresses me every time.
She's top tier.
I think the gimmick's generic.
Yeah,
it's been done a million fucking times. Blonde, prissy Barbie doll.
Exactly.
Sable, blonde, prissy Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Tori Wilson, blonde, prissy Barbie doll.
What can I say, Jax? I have a type, all right?
We know that. That's why I was surprised you weren't going crazy when Izzy got into the ring.
I didn't know who she was.
I'll be honest. At first, I was like, "What's Tiffany Stratton doing out here?" Guess what? It's a blonde, prissy Barbie doll.
I think Shawn Michaels has a type, like as well.
I mean, like Jax. The only thing that's making it work. The thing is, though, with Sable and with Tori Wilson, they weren't always coming out in pink.
Yeah, good point.
But this was my third favorite match of the night. My second favorite match was the NXT Championship match. This is my second and my third, I mean. And then the match we're getting into right now was the match of the night, hands down.
Boom.
And if you don't think this was the match of the night, I don't think you actually watched the match then.
Facts.
Because the way this match evolved was just amazing.
I want to point out something.
Okay.
It was
Like, and he impressed me because I've gone like stale with how much like I don't like him anymore. I lost interest in him. But those fucking spears from Braun Breaker, Jesus fucking Christ, man! Like,
I mean, Braun Breaker. I mean, it's clear to say he has it on his shirts. I guess we kind of have to say right now, Braun Breaker has the best spear in the business.
He's ready for the main roster. Like, he's been ready.
Already.
He needs to get called up. And when he came out, I'm talking to Will about something. And next thing I look over, and there's a 3 on the scorecard under Braun Breaker. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? It was literally 30 seconds, 3 pins. And I was like,
yeah,
I didn't know what happened.
Literally,
See,
he
for
ran
me-
in there.
for me, Scalz, that moment for me was the ending of the match. We'll get to it. Like,
I mean, that was hyped. That was hyped.
For real, like literally, like as soon as Braun comes out from the back, zooms in, boom, hits Briggs, score 1, sees bait, boom, 2, sees Dijak, 3, already. I'm like, whoa, what?
Now, the person that impressed me the most in this match was Briggs.
Yeah, Briggs did real good.
100%.
Because
100
we know-
fucking percent.
We know that the other 4 wrestlers in that match can go. You've never
Yeah.
really seen Briggs as a singles wrestler. Tonight proved
Dude,
that he can be. Because
he was
even though he had
freaking machine.
even though he had the least amount of points out of everybody in this match,
Only had 2.
it still was a great showing from him.
It shows why JBL chose him in the first place.
I can say one thing about this match.
Like, he had a close eye from hell that was insane. God.
Perfect timing on everything. Because if you watched it, and once we get to it, you'll know why. All 5 of these guys had to be on the same page, get their shit, and make sure, because at any time, if something, and I'm watching this whole match, and I didn't notice it until the end, at any time, if something was off, that inning was fucked. So every single one of these 5 competitors went out, knew what they were supposed to do, pulled it off incredibly, and sent the crowd home happy.
All right, so let's talk about that. With about a minute and a half left, Trick has no pinfalls. None. Dijak, Tyler Bate, Braun Breaker all have 3. Briggs has 2. Trick gets his first pinfall. I believe it was at the 24-minute mark with a minute left.
Right.
And me and Will are watching. We're like,
Hold on,
all
you're
right.
skipping. You're skipping something. We got to remember, this is after he speared through the barricade.
Yeah, he was speared through the barricade by Braun Breaker. That was with about 23 minutes. So that was about 2 minutes left. He comes back in the ring, and the first person he pinned was...
Went through Brock's back door.
He pinned Briggs, was the first one he pinned. It was a little sneak roll up. got the pin. Now he has 1 minute left. Him and Dijak are going back and forth. Dijak goes for his finisher, gets it. The ref is counting 1, 2, and then the ref stops. Not on his own accord, but you had Eddie Thorpe come out and pull the ref out to stop the count.
Eddie!
He gets up on the rope. Eddie attacks Dijak. Dijak falls back into the ring. Trick rolls him up, gets the 1, 2, 3. So now, and this is at 12, 24, like 25 now.
Yeah.
Now you have 2 other wrestlers in the penalty box, and there's still 3 wrestlers in the ring. Tyler Bate takes the opportunity, does a spiral corkscrew off the top rope, goes to pick him up to do his other finishing move. Trick reverses it into a pin, does a bridge over on top of him. 1, 2, 3. Tyler Bate now goes into the penalty box.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
got
at
the jet.
24-40.
Yeah, at this point,
This point, it's
Braun's
tied
ready.
up now. 3, 3, 3, 3, and 2.
And
Braun
Braun's
is
ready to
primed for a spear. He goes to spear him. Trick nails him with the flying knee. And when I say nails him, he decapitates him. Like, it was perfect. The way he was run at, everything. He gets down. The ref counts 1, 2, 3 at 24:55. At this point, it doesn't matter that there's still 5 seconds on the clock because the match is over because all 4 competitors are in the penalty box. Nothing could be done. If they would have done that at the 24-minute mark, nothing could have been done anyway because they're all in the box. It wouldn't have mattered if there was still another minute left or not. And your new number 1 contender. He was the only man left.
He was the only man that pinned every competitor.
And he did it all in a matter of 55 seconds.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying the timing on this match was just fucking spot on.
See, Scalz, like you said in the beginning, you had that moment with Will. You're like looking over. Like I was like texting somebody. Next thing I know, I'm like, the match is over, and I'm like, how the fuck did Trick Williams? Then I saw the replay. I'm like, oh fucking shit! What the heck?
Like, how did you miss? Like, I missed Braun Breaker's 3 pins, but that was in like 15 seconds. Like, it was quick as hell.
I know.
Me and Will were just dumbfounded at the way that it happened. Like, I wish Jax was there last night watching it with us because we all would have been going crazy when this shit happened. It just was so done. It was perfect the way they did. And the crowd is so behind Trick Williams. Like, it is unbelievable the reaction this guy gets. Now, we alluded to earlier in the show about what happened after the main event. After Dijak won, he's in the ring holding the belt up. Out comes Trick Williams. Camera spanning there. The little logo shows up in the bottom. And who comes out right behind Trick without Trick knowing that he's there? Carmelo Hayes. Just staring at Trick like, I can't believe you got another chance, and I don't. The envy on him is showing, and when they actually fight, that match is going to blow the roof off. That is the future right now in WWE. Those 2 men are going to be the future for a long time.
That should
and the future
be
is bright.
That match should be one of the 2 send-offs to go to Raw or SmackDown. That's the only way to. It's
happening at Stand and Deliver. I can tell you that's when it will happen.
I think Trick wins the championship. Then, like you said, Carmelo, Trick Stand and Deliver. That's Carmelo's send off.
And Trick retains. Yep. That's
Yeah,
exactly
I
the
can
way
see
I have
that.
it set up as well.
Honestly, this impending feud that is going to happen between Trick and Carmelo is probably going to be one of the greatest feuds in NXT history. This one might come out like, don't hold me to my words. Don't hold me to my words. It could be better. It can be worse. It's going to be probably the biggest feud that happens in NXT since Gargano and Ciampa.
Yeah, we said that earlier, that he was
I'm
announced.
happy for it. I think it's a good call.
It's a one-time only deal. I can tell you right now it's not a call-up because he still has unfinished business with Trick.
What I want
That's why I don't like it. That's why I don't like it.
It's weird.
What I want to see with Trick Williams, though, coming into next month, I want him to have a big showing in the Royal Rumble. Like, because I know there's always NXT guys in the Royal Rumble. Put Trick Williams in there. Have him have a big showing. Obviously, he won't win, but have him have a big showing. He doesn't even have to get down to the bottom four, but show him off a lot. Like,
what if, Sean? And I'm gonna piggyback off of what you just said. What if he is in the Rumble and Melo is not? And Melo uses that more as the envious of how Trick got called up for the main roster before he did.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
I mean, Scalz, that is true. But what if I can just get back off of you now? What if Hayes and Trick end up in the Rumble, and maybe Trick eliminates Melo?
Could do either one, but I feel right now with the way that they're going, it's all about Melo being envious of Trick and Trick getting things before him. Fair
enough. I'm cool with that.
But I think that's all we have for tonight, guys.
We are forgetting just one more thing. I know it's kind of obvious about I know it's kind of obvious, but like, we can't leave without it though. Like, yeah, and it happened at the end of the women's Iron Survivor. Obviously, once everybody else cleared out, Blair said, Lyra, I'm ready. I'm coming for you. Lyra comes out holding the championship, like you want it. All right, you got it. But who comes up behind her and just decks her? We get the return of Cora Jade. Thank you.
The emo prissy Barbie.
Or as they like to call her, the resident mean girl.
Well, Jack, she just came back from getting main roster ready, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Sean, I get you.
Listen, she spoiled her whole. I don't give a shit if she goes off and gets plastic surgery and comes back looking like Stacy Keibler. When she lifted that skateboard up and it broke halfway through it, I was like, "That's okay."
No.
The Avril Lavigne skater girl gimmick. Like, all right, you're AJ Lee.
I mean, she got rid of the skateboard and now is walking around these days with a kendo stick. Like, what?
To be fair, her heroes were AJ and CM Punk, so you're on.
Yeah, and I mean,
had surgery done too, and I didn't get her anywhere. Think about it.
All right.
Then again, she had a cute backstage moment with Punk. I'll give her that.
Let's close out the tab for tonight. Sean, where can we find you?
Well, usually on Sundays, well, except for tonight, because I've been blessed to being a special guest here on NXT on Tap. Thank you very much. You can find me on the sister station, River City Radio, for the table spot. We'll be back next week. My co-host Mike was sick, and it's also the holidays. Next weekend, we have a special guest join us for the first time ever. The one, the only, Mikey P.
Nice.
You can also find me on my socials, Alpha Wolf Sean B 2.0 on Instagram. Click the link, and I'll take you to all the other socials.
Jax?
You find me here on Tuesdays for NXT on Tap. You can find me on Rivet City Radio for Bot Spots and Chair Shots, Nerdy News at 420. Find me on Wolfpack Podcast for the Wolfpack Podcast and Boyfriend Time. And because we're closing the tap out, I'm going home. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Please get your Christmas shopping done early and do not get aggravated with people.
Phil?
Well, now that we're at that time, and if anybody watching still likes to see this beautiful face hanging around, you can check me out on all of my socials, Facebook, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. Elon Musk, get it fucking finished. Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Twitch at my name that's usually right here, Phil the Future. But yeah, also you check me out here on every Tuesday night right after NXT with my awesome co-hosts Scalz and Jax for NXT on Tap. And then occasionally, every now and then on Thursdays for Rivet City Radio's Botch Bitch Trivia Show.
I am Scalz. Thanks for everybody for stopping by tonight. We'll be back here on Tuesday right after NXT for our normal edition of NXT on Tap. Then we will be back on Thursday for Career Retrospective. It'll be happening around 10 p.m. This week it is on the one, the only, the man of three faces, Mick Foley. Before that, over on Rivet City Radio, you'll have Boss Bitch Trivia. Then on Friday, we have Friday Night Review coming up right after SmackDown. And then Saturday, you will have the return of Killing the Madness with Prince and Mike, as well as possibly the return of Ringside Chatter. Hope everybody had a great evening. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you all soon.